Today is the day where I shall begin the bathroom remodel here at my off-grid cabin in the woods. And the first step in that process is going to be wiring some lights up on the ceiling here. And actually the first thing I want to do is give a big shout out and thank you to my mom. She helped me paint the ceiling, which is the first thing that had to happen before I go and put the conduit up. She was nice enough to volunteer her time to help me do that. And it's looking great so far.
I owed him because he came and helped me put insulation in my ceiling. We spent days working overhead, so.
When she was using the brush in these corners of the ceiling over here. What did you say?
It was payback.
It was payback, yeah. Payback for all that above the head work doing that insulation at her house. Yeah, it's a busy week. I got a lot going on and it was gonna be difficult to do all of the things I needed to do this week and do this painting before I put up the conduit and get a video out by Sunday. So couldn't have gotten this video out in time without the help of my mom. I was so happy with the way that the lights in the kitchen worked out with that metal conduit and all the fixtures that I used that I want to do something very similar here in the bathroom. This outlet right here is going to be the source of all of the electricity in this bathroom. So I'm going to take this cover off and see what's behind curtain number 1. Hey, and there's an actual box. So you might hear my generator running right now, and it is. But this outlet is not hot right now. I have the generator charging my batteries. The cabin is not plugged in. I am powering this light via one of my other batteries that's separate from the other ones that are being charged. And for those of you who don't know or haven't seen my other videos, this entire cabin is wired to one plug, and when you plug that wire in, then everything works. So right now the cabin is unplugged and this is not hot. So I'm gonna wire a new outlet here because this one is super ancient. And I didn't think this was gonna be the case, but I'm gonna go behind this wall, which is a little cupboard behind the stairs. If you saw me wire the chandelier, that's where I did a bunch of work in there. So I'm gonna run a wire through this box, so there'll be 2 wires into this box, and behind this wall, I'll have a wire going over here to where the switch is gonna be for the lights. As we go inside here, you can see that's the wire for that outlet right there. So I'm gonna run the wire for my lights right up here somewhere. That's where the switch box will be. Yep, that'll work. That'll work. My aim was correct. Somehow I got a feel for that hole and poke it through there from this side. That's gonna be fun. All right, got it. This is my switch box and I'm gonna punch 3 holes. Alright, well, it's coming together here. So at this point, it's just going to be a lot more of this measuring, cutting, sitting, contemplating, thinking, more measuring, more cutting, more thinking, just to make sure I get everything the way that I want it. that's just how I remember it going in the kitchen. A lot of tedious, time-consuming work to make sure that it comes together the way I want it to. $37 3/4. 37 7/8. How I am going to hold all this up, I have no idea. $44 inches, jeez. All right, let's see if I hit the stud like I want to. Come on, baby. Oh yeah, that's solid. Ha! Who needs a stud finder when you got fingers? I got super lucky with the placement of that stud being where it is above the toilet here because I wanted that light away from the wall a little bit because I got cabinets there. If it was too far that way, then the light would shine on the shelves and then block it from getting out. So I like where that light is going to end up relative to the toilet, and it lined up with the stud. We'll see if I get so lucky here over the shower, because I want it to be ideally centered above the shower here, but I don't know where the stud is. Well, duh, I guess I kind of answered my own question just now because of course, if the stud is there, it runs across the room and it's going to be in the same spot right over here above the shower. Now the question is, how far are those apart? Oh, that's 32. Oh man, I think this is going to work out great. It's right there. Oh, it's right there. It's right where I want it to be, in the middle of the shower. Yes. Sounded solid. Nice. All right, now that I got the wire run through the conduit going above the shower, I just need to run wire through this right here, and then it will all be ran. But this run right here is gonna have 2 wires. So that's gonna be a little bit tricky, but I think I can do it. And then after I get the wires through there, I'll explain why. All right, folks, well, the hard part is done, which was putting all the conduit up and running the wires to everything. Now I just have to wire in each light and the outlet and the 2 switches. So the outlet is gonna go here where the power originally came in from, and then that wire runs behind the wall, under the stairs, and pops up right here. And that wire is gonna provide the power to 1 switch here and another switch right next to it. One of those switches will power this light, which is going to go above this area, and it's going to be the same light that I used in the kitchen over there, same style light, same bulbs and everything. And then the other lights will be one there above the shower and one there above the toilet. Shower, toilet. Now the reason there's two wires going through this right here is because the wire for the light above the shower goes into this box and then just goes from here right to there and over to the shower. And this wire for the light above here is also right next to it. And I used a Sharpie to label that to differentiate those two wires so I know which one's which. And that's how I did it. There's lots of different ways this could have been done, but that's the best way that I could think of to have minimal conduit everywhere and have it look good. What can you do but the best that you can do? And this is what I came up with. So the good news is I'm the one that's gonna have to look at it. So if it is appealing to my eye, then hey, that's all right, I guess. And there's a reason I also did this kind of jog around that area. Eventually I would like to put in a bigger mirror cabinet there that covers almost that whole wall, and that 90-degree corner right there will allow me to fit that. And then this light is not going to move and that light is going to hang over. So I think a mirror cabinet going right there would be perfect. And then I'll move that towel bar over here. So I'm also accounting for that, those future plans. So that's another reason why I did things the way that I did. These are the same lights that I use in that entry room. I really like them, so I bought them again. Love these lights because they're super simple, very easy install. Oh, that's it. Nice. All right, this box is causing me major brain ache right now. But lucky for me, I did this exact same situation over in the kitchen. So I'm gonna go over there and look at what's going on, what I did, and that works. So if I can just replicate that same thing, I can make it work here in the bathroom. All right, it makes sense now. I'm not even gonna try to begin to explain what's going on in this box, but I'm pretty confident this is gonna work the way I want it to. Just got a few more wire nuts to put together here, and then I'll be done. That's gonna be the white light, and this will be the one above the mirror, which is gonna go on the right here. So now I just gotta fit all of this in there, and I can test everything out. All the wiring is done, finishing touches here, putting in these bulbs, and then I'll be ready to go plug in the cabin, test everything out. Let's see what happens. All right, everybody, so I'm outside. I got the generator turned on, and I got the cabin plugged in here. All of the wires inside the cabin go to this one cord right here and just plug in right there. So now that the cabin's plugged in, let's take a look at these lights. They are working. Oh yeah, check it out. The last couple times I've done electrical projects, I have waited and did like a real-time reaction to turning it on for the first time. But because my shower was absolutely disgusting, I had to turn on those lights first, make sure they work, turn them on, and then I saw the shower. I was like, I cannot allow that shower to be seen because it's so gross. So this is the lighting in here before. Now, of course, I do have that lantern light. Let's fire that up just so you can see. All right, so that's the light that puts off. When it's completely dark, you can take a shower in there and still see. But the problem is I have the curtain off just so it's easier to see the shower right now. But when the curtain's on there, that blocks a lot of light from getting in there. That's one of the reasons why I'm thinking of putting like a plastic or a glass door in here. But actually now I don't really need to because I have that light directly above there. But this is what it looks like with the lantern. Like I said, in the dark, in the wintertime, you can see, but compare that lighting to this lighting now with these electric lights in here. And then there's those lights. And like I said, I want to get a mirror cabinet that kind of fills up that space there. But all in due time, baby steps. I'm not really sure when I'm gonna get back to work on this bathroom, remodeling it. Hopefully a couple years down the road, this bathroom will look very different. But for right now, it is extremely functional. It gets the job done. And now it's a lot more comfortable because you can actually see when you're using the toilet and when you're taking a shower. So mission accomplished, people. That's pretty awesome. Nice. Dimmers work. So I want to show, for those of you who did not see me install the fandelier upstairs, in that video I showed everything that's going on underneath the stairs here. So that over there is the source to that outlet in the bathroom, and then I drilled holes in that stud and that stud, and that's where that box with the two switches in the bathroom, it's right up there. And then this hole in the floor right here is where those wires go down and to the generator. So if you're interested in seeing how I wired all this stuff up, you can watch that fandelier video for more information on that. But with all that said, that's a wrap for this video. Really appreciate you guys watching. And now I'm gonna take my first shower with those new lights. This is exciting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.